Good evening, Chief Cook. It's great to have known you, and I'm glad to be your friend. I remember meeting you, and you and I have this story and conversation all the time when we met at Kathy's Kitchen in the early 80s. You were a young man, I was a young man, we're still young. But, you know, the work that you've done in the Evanston community and the impact that you have on the community is everlasting. Some people have a legacy, some people live a legacy. Your actions have been consistent from the very beginning, and I am so appreciative of the impact that you've had here in Evanston and the difference that you make. Both of us being from the south side of Chicago, you know, there's a bond that exists that will never go away. We love the way you continue to represent not only Evanston, but where you come from. Your history, your background makes you who you are today, and everything that you've gained now makes you even better for what you're going to do in the future. So we look forward to seeing great things from you, and talk with you soon, man. God bless you.
Well, good evening, everybody. I just feel so honored to be part of the program to honor Chief Cook. You know, it's rare when you have somebody like Chief Cook who has touched lives in Evanston for like 30 years of his 4-year career. I actually met Chief Cook in 2006. He was a deputy chief at that time. And what struck me is we had an incident going on. It involved youth in the community. And what I learned in my interaction with Demitrous was that this is a man who really cares about youth. He brings all of his police training. He hadn't been installed in the position that very long at all. He got on the phone. Yes, he took the call himself. We spoke for just a few minutes. He said to me, "I'll be right over." True story. And he spent quite a bit of time here in the building. And I was so blown away. And then after we got that resolved, I'll be honest, we spent some more time and we walked around the building and we talked about a number of things. He pointed out security issues that he said, you know, you ought to pay attention to that, you ought to pay attention to that. I mean, he was in prime form. And I knew then we had the right police chief. Chief Cook, you've given a lot. You've given decades to Evanston. And what you've given to this community is making a difference even now, and it will for many, many years. You have touched lives.
Good evening. My name is Chief Frank Kaminsky, and I'm here to celebrate Chief Cook. And I had the privilege and the honor to help Chief Cook emerge as a professional police chief. He's been in 2 departments, and he is well respected in the policing community. Personally, I'm very proud of his career and what he's accomplished. I can call him my friend, my colleague, and a professional. But I go back to the first time I saw Chief Cook. You usually have that initial impression about somebody, about what they're going to be for the future. And right when I talked to Chief Cook, I knew the term we would always use for those people we thought were going to succeed a lot were shining stars. And Chief Cook was one of those people that I knew was a shining star. Now, he's been a chief in 2 departments. He was in Glenwood. When he was in Evanston, when I was there, I got to promote him several times to the final rank of deputy chief. And then to be able to come back to Evanston and help Evanston is just a great tribute to the type of person he is. We, in policing, talk about this term called emotional intelligence, and that's one of the new buzzwords that's out there. Well, Chief Cook, before that term was even put together and used as one of the buzzwords, one of Chief Cook's keen ability was able to connect with people and able to connect with the community. He made people feel comfortable. He was able to make people feel that they trusted the police. I mean, that was a key to his leadership style, and I think to the successes that he has had. And that boils down to him being able to put his heart and his soul into the community. I can keep going on, but I wished Chief Cook the best with new challenges in the future. I think Evanston is going to be a better place because he has had a part now of their history.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to miss you, Chief Cook, my frat brother, Evanston protector. I remember you back from in high school when you would serve and protect the community. Great loss to Evanston, but looking forward to a great future for you. Go Mob, Z5.
We love you up here, and I remember when you started walking these sidewalks and playing the quarter game with the kids, especially my kids. And also, you stopped me from fighting out there. That's the day we met. Cook, you the best. See you soon. Love you.